Hi everyone, my name is Brenda with Character Kids, and I am so excited to have you here for our very first Theater Game Thursday. We'll be here every week sharing different theater games and activities that you can play with your kids at home or in your classroom if you're a teacher. And we're also, at least for the time being, going to be trying to include some virtual modifications for online learning as well. So I'm just going to dive right in. Our first game is called Why Are You Late? And this game is fresh on my mind because I just played it with my family about a week ago for family game night. I have a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, and sometimes they don't want to play board games for family game night, so we play games like this. Why are you late? I'm going to give you an example with 4 people, but you can play it with up to 6 or 7 people at a time. And you need 1 boss, 1 late worker, and in my example, we'll say 2 regular workers. And the regular workers are going to sit in chairs right next to each other, and they're going to pretend to work on their computers. The boss will stand in front of them with their back turned to the regular workers, and then the late worker is going to come running in and face them all. And the boss is going to say, "Why are you late?" Now, the regular workers, before the round begins, need to come up with a reason why the late worker is late. And then their job is to pantomime, act out the reason why the late worker is late, and let the late worker guess what the reason is through their motions. So not using any words, just gestures to explain the reason why. And the trick is the boss can't catch them not working. So if the boss turns around and the workers are working, then they're good to go. The late worker can keep guessing. But if the boss turns around and catches them not working, then they're fired and the boss wins. So that's the game. After you play around, you can kind of switch up who's playing which part, and it's really, really a lot of fun. For virtual learning, the teacher can just be the boss, and you can break out a couple of students to be the regular workers, and they can decide in their own group what the reason is, and just see if the student who's going to play the late worker can just guess what they're trying to act out. Maybe time it as well, and that will help to kind of speed things up and give it more urgency. So some of the games I'm going to share are going to modify to the virtual learning, and some of them will be a little bit trickier to do, but I will do my best to try to include all those games that work really, really well virtually as well. Okay, that's all I have for today. We will see you next week. Please subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next week. Take care.